afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 on this Friday. Brady Mallory is in for Susan Simon, who's on vacation today and next week.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're with us next week or not. We'll see.
We'll find out.
Day by day.
Know, yeah.
Good to have you here
Surprise.
today. It's a fun Friday as usual.
Yeah. Feels good to be here. I always love a good Friday.
All right. And we're not quite done with the summer yet either. Expect a very warm weekend, especially for folks going to the Badgers game. Austin's in with your certified most accurate forecast in just a minute.
And if you thought the Badger game was going to mean bad traffic, just wait until Sunday. The Ironman is taking place in Madison, and many roads are closed downtown. Tahalil Mohadeen will tell us all about it.
And we'll unite as a country in mourning for the 20th time this weekend. 9/11 ceremonies are planned here and on the East Coast on what will be an emotional anniversary. Let's take a look outside. Almost perfect out today, I think.
Yeah, I want to keep this weather. I'm not ready to say goodbye to it yet.
No, and it's not going to go anywhere the way it looks.
Fine by me.
All right, and then the weather words for today, I don't think we have it. They're coming now.
Oh, taste of summer tomorrow.
There you go.
Woo!
Austin's in the backyard. Almost hot tomorrow.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It will get almost hot here. Thankfully, it's going to be a brief warm-up. We are going to see those temperatures skyrocketing into the upper 80s tomorrow, but then they cool right back down here for our Sunday. So it's going to be a brief warm-up. Still, we are watching out for it here and the chance for showers and thunderstorms in the late nighttime hours tomorrow night. For today, however, really just nothing to worry about. 78 degrees, lots of sunshine, nothing but blue skies overhead currently as of right now, at least right here at the station. Temperatures right now in those upper 70s here for most of us. It does feel very comfortable outside, especially with those lower dew points. I did see the dew points break into the upper 40s for a lot of communities. Right now it's sitting just at 50 even here in Madison, but the upper 40s and low 50s, that just makes it feel fantastic outside. Nothing happening right now on our Doppler track, so we are looking pretty good to go. Staying dry here. Again, there's really just not much cloud cover even overhead, and with the lower dew points, it really does feel just gorgeous outside right now. Now later on tonight, we're going to cool things down. A low of about 59 degrees. It was a little bit higher earlier today, but we have since dropped that back just a little bit thanks to mostly clear skies that are expected and generally mild conditions that we're looking at. So that's the forecast here for tonight. Over the next 12 hours, a slow calm down with the temperatures. We're going to jump back into the 60s here by the time we reach around 8 p.m. Overall, it's going to feel very nice tonight, but what about the extended look at the forecast? I'll have a look at your 7 to 10 day forecast coming up here a little bit later on.
All right, Austin, we'll see you then. Thank you. Well, if you head into downtown in Madison this weekend, you're going to find a lot of company and likely a tough time parking. Saturday has your usual events, the Farmers Market and Badger football game, but Sunday has a unique draw.
Yeah, Tahalil Mohadeen asked what to expect for the Ironman race, making its return after a year off during the pandemic.
More than 2,400 triathletes will compete in our state's 19th Ironman. It'll test their training in the water, on wheels, and on their own 2 feet while testing a bit of your patience when it comes to navigation. The races will take place on Sunday, one more than 140 miles and the other about half that length, both sharing one finish line at the state capitol. For those hoping to catch a glimpse of these elite athletes, Jamie Patrick of the Madison Area Sports Commission has you covered.
I would start at the swim start down by Monona Terrace, and it's just beautiful with the sun rising. Then for bikes, there's the Verona Festival on Main Street in Verona, and then Old Sock and Timber Lane where they're going up the hill. You can cheer people on, and then also State Street on the run. It doesn't get any better than that.
Sunday closures for the bicycling and running portions of the triathlon will run from 7:30 in the morning until midnight. For more details, you can find street closures, detours, and course information at channel3000.com. Ironman representatives say they are still looking for volunteers, especially for those late day shifts. If you're interested, you can visit Event Volunteers tent on Wilson Street.
Thank you. Well, the following lanes and roads will be closed from roughly 7:30 a.m. until 5:30 p.m. For the biking portion, the right lane of John Nolan Drive from East Lakeside Street to Monona Terrace, East Lakeside Street east of John Nolan Drive, Olin Turville Court, East Rusk Avenue from the Alliant Energy Center driveway to Rimrock Road, and Rimrock road ramps to and from the Beltline, Badger Road west of Rimrock Road. Roads for the run portion of the race are expected to close at 11 a.m. until midnight. I hope everyone wrote that all down.
What? Can you repeat that, please?
Oh, sure. Let's go through it again.
No. All right. Just stay away from the area.
Yeah,
I think is the best
maybe.
idea. It's been 20 years since the terrorist attacks of September 11th.
Events to remember the nearly 3,000 lives lost began today in Washington, D.C. and New York City.
Michael George reports from Ground Zero.
On the eve of the 20th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks, people are coming to where the Twin Towers once stood, including firefighter Nate Smith from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. He brought his family to pay their respects.
Just to kind of pay tribute to fallen brothers and sisters. It's pretty emotional.
At the New York Stock Exchange, traders held a moment of silence to mark the day. On 9/11, St. Nicholas Church was destroyed when the towers came down. It's taken 20 years to rebuild, but today, finally, the cross was placed back on top. Near the nation's capital, bells rang 3 times, one for each location planes hit on September 11th. FBI Director Christopher Wray says the agency lives every day as if it's September 10th.
Every day we wake up asking ourselves, what do we need to do to keep people safe today and tomorrow and the day after?
Tomorrow, ceremonies will mark the anniversary at the Pentagon, in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, and New York City. The Director of Homeland Security met with New York officials today, guaranteeing the safety of residents and visitors.
We have a very resilient and strong counterterrorism overlay that is thousands of uniformed and civilian members overlaid with bomb detection, overlaid with long guns, as the governor said, and that should reassure people, not alarm people.
The Department of Homeland Security says there are no credible threats from any terrorist groups or individuals. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
Madison College held a remembrance today in honor of the 20th anniversary of 9/11. Nearly 100 Madison College law enforcement, EMS, and fire service students attended the event. Sun Prairie Fire Chief Chris Garrison spoke at the remembrance. In addition, thousands of flags were displayed near the Truax Health Building.
Well, a group trying to push a forensic election audit of the fall 2020 election of Wisconsin held a press conference at the Capitol this morning. Sheriff David Clark was joined by other prominent Republicans in the state, where they disseminated a 32.86-page timetable outline of some of what has allegedly happened in Wisconsin over the last 10 months since the November 3rd, 2020 election.
President Biden signaled he's prepared for a fight after proposing sweeping new vaccine mandates that are likely to affect more than 100 million U.S. workers. And some Republican governors and lawmakers have called the new actions un-American and are threatening to sue. The White House COVID response team says it expects the new OSHA rule to be finalized in the coming weeks. The president's new plan to tackle the pandemic also includes a vaccine mandate for federal executive branch workers and contractors, as well as for Head Start and federal school employees.
Those who were unvaccinated were about 4.5 times more likely to get COVID-19, over 10 times more likely to be hospitalized, and 11 times more likely to die from the disease.
President Biden is calling on large entertainment venues to require proof of vaccination, and he wants states to mandate the vaccine for school employees starting today. Well, fines are doubling for anyone refusing to wear a mask while flying, going up $3,000 for repeat offenders.
The Department of Justice is suing the state of Texas over its new abortion law, saying it infringes on constitutional rights and long-standing court precedent. About 24 clinics there have already stopped abortion services. The Department of Justice announced Thursday it's suing Texas over the law, which bans abortions after around 6 weeks. And in an unusual move, it also allows private citizens to sue people who help patients get an abortion, such as doctors, clinic staff, or even drivers. Anti-abortion rights advocates believe that legal nuance will help them defend the new law.
They've sued the state of Texas, but the state of Texas doesn't have any authority in enforcing SB 8.
Abortion right advocates describe the Texas law as one of the most restrictive. The Supreme Court declined to block it last week, but did not rule on the constitutionality of the legislation and did not rule out further challenges. Before the court can revisit the Texas case, it is expected to hear arguments this fall regarding Mississippi's abortion law, which bans abortions after 15 weeks of pregnancy.
A Wisconsin woman who admitted to helping stab a classmate to please the horror character Slender Man will be freed Monday from a mental health institution. A judge ruled Friday that 19-year-old Anissa Wire will be released after spending almost 4 years at the Winnebago Mental Health Institute. Wire and friend Morgan Geyser lured classmate Peyton Leitner into a park in the Milwaukee suburb of Waukesha. Following a sleepover in May 2014, Geyser stabbed Leitner multiple times while Wire urged her on. All 3 girls were 12 at the time.
Through a partnership with the city of Middleton, the Central Cross Country Skiing, Inc. officially launched the development of the CXC Outdoor Recreation and Sports Center. Situated on rolling land just north of Pleasant View Golf Course, the center will feature a network of trails for cross-country skiing, competitions, snowshoeing, mountain biking, and hiking, as well as the city's planned mountain bike park and trailhead amenities. So what comes first?
First step is a road going into the facility. The property was donated by Dan and Natalie Erdman, a very, very generous donation in the parking lot. The next step will be the snowmaking, and following that there'll be a lovely building on top of the hill.
Active fundraising campaign is underway for Phase 2 with almost half of the funds secured out of the needed $500,000 goal.
What were you doing when you heard the news about 9/11? That answer is burned in everyone's memory.
We'll find out what happened in Madison 20 years ago tomorrow when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now at 4. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence in Television.
To be a thriver with metastatic breast cancer means asking for what we want and need. And we need more time. So we want Kisqali. Living longer is possible and proven with Kisqali when taken with a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor in premenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali is a pill that's significantly more effective at delaying disease progression versus a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor alone. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant, or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Kisqali is not approved for use with tamoxifen. Ask your doctor about living longer with Kisqali.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
No more Freon for your AC. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
Call on Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
When you're the victim of an accident, it can feel like the weight of the entire world is on your shoulders. Why not let us take that crippling burden off your back? Havish, Habish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
What can I do with less asthma? With Dupixent, I can do more beginner's yoga. Namaste. Namaste. Surprise parties. Aw, you guys. Dupixent helps prevent asthma attacks. For free! So I can do more of the things I love. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma that can improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks and can reduce or even eliminate oral steroids. And here's something important. Dupixent can cause serious allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis. Get help right away if you have rash, shortness of breath, chest pain, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection, and don't change or stop your asthma treatments, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Are you ready to do more with less asthma? Just ask your asthma specialist about Dupixent.
Welcome back. Beyonce and her husband Jay-Z are showing support for historically black colleges and universities.
They're partnering with Tiffany & Company to fund scholarships for certain HBCUs. Beyonce's Be Good Foundation has given such financial aid in the past, and now the jeweler is pledging $2 million to help that organization and Jay-Z's Sean Carter Foundation. The initiative is called the Love Scholarship Program, following the launch of the couple's About Love campaign.
Well, ever wonder what McDonald's Grimace character is supposed to be? You know, the purple guy who hangs out with Ronald McDonald? Well, a McDonald's employee who won Outstanding Manager of the Year is behind the Grimace guesses. He told Canadian news outlet CBC, Grimace is a huge purple taste bud. The chain won't confirm that. It tells USA Today that Grimace is whatever people want him to be, even if that's just a weird purple blob.
I've never thought about that. What is Grimace? Now I'll be thinking about it all day.
A taste bud, apparently.
A taste bud, okay. Well, today Pope Francis got acquainted with little Amal as the nearly 12-foot-tall giant puppet of a young Syrian refugee girl made a pit stop to the Vatican while traveling across Europe from Turkey to Britain as part of a nearly 5,000-mile walk to raise awareness of the plight of young refugees. Amal, hope in Arabic, started her long journey on July 27th in Turkey near the Syrian border. After her stop at the Vatican, she will continue her travels through Germany, Belgium, France, and finally the UK, where her last stop will be in the northern city of Manchester. In total, she will have traveled 5,000 miles through 8 countries.
Well, a federal judge has blocked Florida's controversial law targeting protests and riots. The judge granted a preliminary injunction against Florida enforcing the Combating Public Disorder Act. He called the law vague and overbroad and said it, quote, empowers law enforcement officers to exercise their authority in arbitrary and discriminatory ways. Governor Ron DeSantis signed the law in April, touting it as a crackdown on the violence in the wake of the racial unrest in 2020, but civil rights groups sued, arguing the law does not adequately protect protesters involved in large protests where violence occurs.
An associate of Rudy Giuliani pleaded guilty today to illegal campaign finance activities. Igor Fruman had been charged with soliciting a contribution by a foreign national. His plea did not include an agreement to cooperate with the government. Fruman was originally indicted in October 2019. He and another Giuliani associate, Lev Parnas, pleaded not guilty to a number of charges, including making false statements and falsifying records to the Federal Election Commission. Fruman had a close working relationship with Giuliani when he was former President Donald Trump's personal attorney. Fruman now faces up to 5 years in prison.
Stocks marked its 5th day of losses as COVID and China jitters weigh on investors. The Dow Industrials lost 271 points, ending the week at 34,607. The Nasdaq fell 132. The S&P 500 gave up 34.
Well, the world as we know it changed on a Tuesday morning in September of 2001. If you're old enough, you remember where you were when you heard about the terrorist attack on 9/11.
We remember how Madison reacted that day. I anchored much of our coverage back then. Let's look back at Madison on the day the world changed. It was a perfect late summer day in Madison, Wisconsin. The sky was achingly blue. An American flag stood tall. In seconds, that changed.
Cap Times, terrorist, strike U.S., read all about it.
It's hard to remember a time when newspapers, hot off the press, were being hawked on city streets in downtown Madison, but it happened that perfect late summer day. The world held its breath as not one, not two, not three, but 4 airliners were hijacked and used as weapons of war. That flag was lowered to half-staff, and everyone was asking why and who.
Right now, people are very much in shock, and those who have friends and family out east are focusing on that and feeling helpless.
As the towers came down, reverberations were felt across the country. Police and deputies in Madison tightened up security, although it was business as usual at the Capitol building.
Anyone walking by the state capitol will see this. Security vans at every entrance to the state capitol with state capitol police nearby. It's all part of the state's emergency action plan.
Every commercial flight in the country was grounded. 5 planes ended up at the Dane County Airport, hundreds of passengers stranded, scrambling for hotel rooms, which quickly filled up. As the hours passed, lines formed. First for gas, then for blood donations. And in the evening, churches filled up. One nation under God is simply asking why. September 11th eventually turned into September 12th. Questions were eventually answered. Life eventually returned to normal. But everyone remembers where they were the day the world changed. It's hard to believe it was 20 years ago, but it seems like yesterday at the same time.
And what was it like working here during that?
You were just in work mode. You really couldn't let your emotions show through. But by the end of the day, when you got home, you kind of lost it.
Yeah. It hit you all at once, I would imagine.
Day after day. It just wasn't the one day, but we'll remember tomorrow. Well, are you in the market for a new car? Good luck finding one.
We'll find out why there is a severe new car shortage, and we'll find out when the supply might catch up to the demand. That's coming up after Austin's first WARN forecast.
Everyone remembers the moment they heard, "You have cancer," how their world stopped, and when they found a way to face it. For some, this is where their Keytruda story begins. Keytruda, a breakthrough immunotherapy that may treat certain cancers. One of those cancers is advanced melanoma, which is a kind of skin cancer where Keytruda may be used when your melanoma has spread or cannot be removed by surgery.
Keytruda helps your immune system fight cancer, but can also cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body. This can happen during or after treatment and may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, diarrhea, severe stomach pain or tenderness, severe nausea or vomiting, headache, light sensitivity, eye problems, irregular heartbeat, extreme tiredness, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, confusion or memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, fever, rash, itching or flushing. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems, or if you've had an organ transplant, had or plan to have a stem cell transplant, or have had radiation to your chest area or a nervous system condition.
Today, Keytruda is FDA approved to treat 16 types of advanced cancer and is being studied in hundreds of clinical trials, exploring ways to treat even more types of cancer. It's true. Keytruda from Merck. See the different types of cancer Keytruda is approved to treat at Keytruda.com and ask your doctor if Keytruda can be part of your story.
Important healthcare announcement. If people tell you your TV is too loud, or if listening in some environments has become difficult, we are requesting your participation in a special program called the 30-Day Challenge. Hearing Life Hearing Centers are seeking people with hearing difficulties to evaluate a new digital mini hearing aid now being released. To take part in this event, you must call. Please get a pencil and write down the number below. All people with hearing aids or hearing difficulties are wanted to take part in the 30-Day Challenge, evaluating a new high-tech device that sits discreetly behind your ear. This hearing aid is Bluetooth enabled and is rechargeable. All hearing assessments are performed at no charge for those taking part in the challenge. Participants will try these hearing aids for 30 days. Call the number below and take the Hearing Life 30-Day Challenge.
Whether you have a design emergency or you just want to shop the best furniture showroom in town, you need Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
Take a look at this.
Good bow, daddy girl. There we go.
Check out the huge smile beaming across this toddler's face as soon as she gets her glasses on. Her older sister in the overalls also got a pair at the same appointment, so the siblings are sharing this special moment. Her life is forever changed now that she can see clearly for the first time ever. I thought we all needed a smile today.
Yeah, just that pure joy on her face.
Just to see for the first time.
Yeah, we love that. And the weather is putting a smile on my face.
Yeah, absolutely. Austin, hot tomorrow maybe in some places.
That's exactly right. Today, absolutely beautiful. Tomorrow, we're going to see a quick spike in those temperatures. But how long is that going to last? And what do we have in store here? We have a Badger forecast and an Ironman forecast coming up right after the break.
Dry eye symptoms keep driving you crazy?
Inflammation in your eye might be to blame.
Let's kick Ken's ache and burn into gear.
Over-the-counter eye drops typically work by lubricating your eyes and may provide temporary relief.
Those drops will probably pass right by me.
Xiidra works differently, targeting inflammation that can cause dry eye disease.
What is that? Xiidra!
It can provide lasting relief. Xiidra is the only FDA-approved non-steroid treatment specifically for the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease. 1 drop in each eye twice a day. Don't use if you're allergic to Xiidra. Common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort, or blurred vision when applied to the eye, and unusual taste sensation. Don't touch container tip to your eye or any surface. After using Xiidra, wait 15 minutes before reinserting contacts.
Got any room in your eye?
Be proactive about managing your symptoms by talking to your doctor about twice daily Xiidra like I did.
I prefer you didn't.
Xiidra. Not today, dry eye.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
For a job you'll love, well, you gotta get down. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse. Every day you'll get to help so many pets in town. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse. We've been here 50 years and we're employee-owned. With opportunities to grow. We'll match your 401k, discount your pet supplies. With great benefits and more. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse powers us all. And don't forget the free Mounds candy bars.
USAA is made for the safe pilots. For Mac, who can come to a stop with barely a bobble. Lucia, who announces her intentions even if no one's there. And Sergeant Moore, who leaves room for her room. With USAA Safe Pilot, when you drive safe, you can save up to 30% on your auto insurance. Get a quote and start saving. USAA, what you're made of, we're made for.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Welcome back. We are looking at a beautiful day today, a hot Saturday ahead of us, and then by the time we reach Sunday, we're likely going to see a chance of a shower or even a thunderstorm as well. So a taste of summer to come, but it's going to be a brief jump to those summertime temperatures as we do look to cool things back down for Sunday. We are looking to stay quiet into the weekend, but again on Sunday, we're going to see those chances returning. I'll detail that in a moment, but we're going to see a little bit of an unsettled forecast here for this next week as quite a few rain chances actually do look to return. We're not seeing any rain chances today. We don't have any cloud cover either on our sky cam right now. It really does look beautiful, and that's going to be the case here for the rest of today. Doppler track again free of any showers and thunderstorms, taking a big step back, and we are seeing much of the same. So that's good news here for us, but we are expecting a small chance to see even a strong to severe thunderstorm. Now, this is our severe weather outlook for Saturday, generally late into the nighttime hours. We're looking even more so towards the early morning hours of Sunday. And again, not for all of us with this marginal risk. It's generally right around Madison and farther up to the north. And it's only a marginal risk right now. If we see changes, of course, we are going to keep you posted. But what we're looking at here with this next rain chance, future track shows temperatures falling down into those upper 50s here by the time we reach tomorrow morning, upper 50s and low 60s. Then towards the afternoon and evening hours, we're still looking dry, but we're going to see those temperatures skyrocketing up here. 87 in Madison expected around 5 p.m. And I wouldn't be too shocked to see one or two communities, especially right around Janesville, actually reaching those lower 90s. That is going to be a possibility coming up here for tomorrow. But then taking a peek at that future track, notice how this is about 5 a.m. So we're really looking at some generally late night showers and storms on Saturday or early morning showers and thunderstorms. But then it does look like even towards the afternoon on Sunday, still that chance to see a passing shower here and there. there. Most of the day, however, still looking to stay dry on our Sunday, but we're still in need of some showers and thunderstorms. So thankfully, we do have quite a few chances over these next 10 minutes or 10 days or so. Sunday and Monday, about that 30% chance. That is going to bump up here by the time we reach Tuesday, and then it falls off a little bit afterwards. But again, I mentioned how we still are in need of some rainfall. A lot of us still, unfortunately, in that moderate drought phase as of right now. Some of our northern communities actually have broken out of that a little bit, so that's some good news right there. But taking a peek at our high temperature trend, again, Saturday, that high of 88 degrees, quickly cooling things back down into those middle to upper 70s here for our Sunday. So that's looking pretty good to go right there. Your extended forecast still showing those chances of showers and storms. Right now, Tuesday seems to be our best chance to see those showers and storms. But Badger football here, warm start to the game. Temperatures in the 80s. Remember, this is going to be a little bit later on in the night for this Badger game. Quite mild during the game time hours, but partly cloudy skies looking pretty good. And the Ironman forecast, that chance to see a passing shower or thunderstorm. Other than that, though, we're still going to see a lot of cloud cover. So the cooler temperatures on Sunday should actually help us a little bit here. Hopefully for the people competing in the Ironman, hopefully it won't be too sweltering out there.
Like Dana.
Yeah,
Dana's going to be in it. That's right. I'm excited.
She posted a picture of she has all her stuff ready, and she's, you know, she's been training for this for quite some time.
And she's going to tell us all about it Monday.
Ooh, can't wait. Well, hey, the pandemic created supply chain shortages throughout all of the economy.
While some businesses have returned to normal, the auto industry continues to struggle.
Anthony Pura reports.
This Northern California Toyota dealership only has a small number of new cars in the main lot, and a secondary lot is completely empty.
So in a normal year, this lot, it'd be filled brim to brim with about 200 to 250 cars.
It's a nationwide problem. CarGurus.com says a measure of available new vehicles dropped more than 13% in August compared to July and is down 64% from this time last year.
There was a lot of hope going into August that we might start to see somewhat of a turnaround. Unfortunately, that has not materialized.
CarGurus' Kevin Roberts says the microchip shortage that started last year continues to plague the auto industry. Without them, companies cannot build today's high-tech vehicles. It appeared things were improving, but then the COVID Delta variant shut down some chip production in Asia. Car makers are being forced to temporarily idle factories because of it. General Motors, Ford, and Kia are the latest to do so. Karen Pratt was able to get a new car. That's because she ordered it 2 months ago.
I would have liked to have been able to test drive one, but they just didn't have them.
The lack of new cars has also created a shortage of used vehicles, and prices continue to rise.
So what's this mean for consumers?
What this means for consumers is that it's going to be a challenging market for the foreseeable future.
Is there an end in sight?
The end is expected to come sometime in 2022.
Robert says it could be mid to late next year until things start to return to normal. Anthony Pura, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Good luck.
Guess we're all walking.
Just walk.
Yep.
Be good for us. Well, coming up next at 4, we take a peek at some of the objects from 9/11 in a rare look inside the CIA Museum.
And then at 5, Wisconsin Hospital ICUs are filling up. Our Anna Hansen tells you where the state stands.
A great night's sleep starts on a new mattress from Steinhoffels. Get a Queen Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattress for only $67 per month when you use Steinhoffels 60-month special financing. During our Labor Day sale, save up to $700 on all Tempur-Pedic adjustable base sets. Plus, get $300 in Steinhoffels cash. And with free delivery and Steinhoffels 120-night sleep guarantee, you can't make a mistake. Only at Steinhoffels and Steinhoffels.com.
My heart failure diagnosis changed my priorities. I want time for the people I love. My heart doesn't pump enough blood, so my doctor gave me Farxiga. It helps my heart do its job better. Farxiga helps keep me living life and out of the hospital for heart failure.
Do not take if allergic to Farxiga. Symptoms of a serious allergic reaction include rash, swelling, difficulty breathing or swallowing. Stop taking and seek medical help right away. Tell your doctor right away if you have red color in urine or pain while you urinate or a genital area infection, since a rare but serious genital infection may be life-threatening. Do not take Farxiga if you have severe kidney problems or are on dialysis. Other serious side effects include dehydration, sudden kidney problems, genital yeast and bacterial infections in women and men, urinary tract infections, and low blood sugar. Stop taking Farxiga
AstraZeneca and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of ketoacidosis, which is serious and may lead to death.
Work time with her? Sounds good to me.
If you can't afford your medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Here at TSR, we transform old, cracked concrete floors into beautiful, tough floors in just one day. Hi, I'm Joey with TSR Concrete Coatings, and here at TSR, we don't just simply coat over your old concrete. We grind it down, repair it, apply the base coat and chip, and then seal it with our own proprietary sealant that will never chip or peel. All of our coatings are covered by our exclusive lifetime warranty, so you can rest assured that your beautiful new floor will last. Our awesome team is here to answer all of your questions before and after the installation. And right now, we are offering 15% off your new floor coating until the end of the year. Visit the website or call that number below for your new floor today.
TSR, one day floor.
Call 1-800-886-8411.
Tonight at 5, a group of hospitals is pleading with Wisconsinites to get the vaccine as ICU beds are filling up. The latest tonight at 5.
Summer will return for tomorrow as high temperatures soar to the upper 80s. Chances for showers and thunderstorms arrive by Sunday's temperatures return back to the 70s. My forecast at 5.
And the events of 9/11 forever changed our country. Now 20 years later, our nation's vow to never forget still holds true. We're honoring heroes tonight on News 3 Now at 6. Look at a sunny downtown Madison on a Friday, getting ready for a big weekend downtown.
I think we should be on a patio right now.
I think so, or a paddle boat or something.
Yeah, paddle boat. I like that idea. Okay, we'll be back.
All right.
You just wait.
See him. Some of the most iconic items related to the 9/11 attacks and the hunt for Osama bin Laden are inside a museum most Americans will never see.
On display inside CIA headquarters outside of Washington, they serve as a reminder to the agency officers and other visitors every day. Karen Kafa gives us a rare look inside.
While time has marched forward, many items left behind on September 11th, 2001 stay just as they were that Tuesday, now behind glass, playing their role in a now 20-year-old promise to never forget.
That gym bag belongs to the youngest passenger on Flight 93. She was actually on her way back to college that day.
Artifacts of the day when 2,977 people died are on wide public display in museums across the country to make the past more tangible in the present. Other iconic items from the last 20 years have a smaller audience and specific purpose.
Using the artifacts here at CIA Museum, we can tell the story of our accomplishments, what we've done with our history, and show them the different missions that have happened and help them understand what they can do in the future.
The CIA Museum is the rare museum that doesn't open to the public. It's tucked deep inside agency headquarters in Langley, Virginia, down famous corridors most Americans only see in the movies, unless, like museum director Robert Byer, you work here.
This isn't just history for history's sake. We want our officers to look at these artifacts and then maybe come up with a new idea for a mission that's happening today.
The collection goes back to the CIA's pre-World War II intelligence predecessor, the Office of Strategic Services. Up front, the most vivid history. Just 2 weeks after 9/11-2001, the CIA sent its first team into Afghanistan to hunt for Osama bin Laden. By late 2010, they'd zeroed in on a compound in Abbottabad in northern Pakistan. The National Geospatial Intelligence Agency built scale models like this one to brief Navy SEALs preparing to carry out the raid and President Obama.
It had a terrace, but it also had a 6-foot wall so no one could see in. Seeing this up close for the president, it helps them understand something more than just a photograph.
Also here, one of 13 bricks collected from the compound and the rifle found next to bin Laden when he was killed on May 2nd, 2011.
Having that artifact here at headquarters really highlights that hunt for Osama bin Laden and finally finding him and bringing him to justice.
Not all of the thousands of items in the museum's collection are as notable as bin Laden's rifle or this helicopter that flew that first post-9/11 CIA team into Afghanistan, which also sits on campus. But they're all displayed here for officers to remember what's come before them and how they might shape what's next. In Langley, Virginia, I'm Karen Kafa.
The Friends of Flight 93 say they're busy as ever this fall with already 27 field trips with 14 virtual classroom visits. I imagine it's kind of haunting to be with all those things.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Glad we got to look inside. Well, still to come at 4, we're going backstage with our Michael Bruno.
He checks out Janesville Performing Arts Center's latest production, Post-Nuptial Agreement, when Live at 4 continues.
Big news for heartburn sufferers. Introducing Zantac 360 Degrees with a new formula that has the #1 doctor-recommended medicine approved to both prevent and relieve heartburn. It works in as little as 15 minutes and lasts. New Zantac 360.
Your roof is the first line of defense against the elements. Shingles protect your home and impact its design and curb appeal. Owens Corning architectural shingles have a limited lifetime warranty and can withstand up to 130 mile-per-hour winds. Choose from over 60 styles and colors available now. For a roof that will make you the envy of the neighborhood, choose Owens Corning shingles. And now they're all 11% off in store or on Menards.com.
Save big money at Menards.
As someone who resembles someone else, I appreciate that Liberty Mutual knows everyone's unique. That's why they customize your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need. I mean, just because you look like someone else doesn't mean you eat off the floor or yell at the vacuum or need flea medication. Oh, yeah, that's the spot. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Powerball, the big jackpot game where the next thing you know, it rolls, it grows, and it draws. Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. 3 days a week at lottery retailers across the state. Powerball from the Wisconsin Lottery.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
To be a thriver with metastatic breast cancer means asking for what we want and need. And we need more time. So we want Kisqali. Living longer is possible and proven with Kisqali when taken with a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor in premenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali is a pill that's significantly more effective at delaying disease progression versus a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor alone. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Kisqali is not approved for use with tamoxifen. Ask your doctor about living longer with Kisqali.
Welcome back. Now, the main thing that we're really looking at right now here currently with our traffic, it's a major slowdown that we're currently seeing on the Beltline. 2 reported accidents as of right now. The first one is westbound right after around exit 259 Todd Drive. Right-hand shoulder currently blocked due to that accident on the Beltline. And that is, again, westbound after exit 259 Todd Drive. And another one, the current accident that we're seeing on the right here, that left lane is blocked due to an accident on US 12, and that's eastbound at Rimrock Road. So again, the combination of these 2 accidents right now really slowing traffic to a crawl right now currently on the Beltline. What we're seeing in Janesville, however, a little bit of the flip side. We're seeing a lot of green. Janesville right now, no incidents to report, and we're looking pretty good to go, at least in Janesville.
Friday.
Yep,
Stay away. Thanks, Austin.
Well, a pack of polygonal steel Doberman pinschers are on guard in a town in Russia. They look pretty fierce. Well, this is the work of a welder who has turned his skills to making sculptures out of scrap metal. 2 of the metal hounds have been sold, and interest is high on the other 2.
These kids aren't afraid.
Oh, they look nice. This artist collects scrap metal or is given it by friends. As word spreads of his work, the artist says more and more people are requesting personal commissions. You could get the news hounds.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. I like those.
Yeah.
To go to Russia, though. Well, the Janesville Performing Arts Center is staging its new production, Post-Nuptial Agreement.
It's written by local playwright Jim Like, and it explores the topic of cancer and fear of dying and what it can do to a family member who wants to protect their family from loss.
Our Michael Bruno goes backstage to check out Post-Nuptial Agreement.
So, first of all, we're in this beautiful space, which is great. And tell me a little bit about this play. It's a locally written play, correct?
3 or 4 years ago, as we started doing programs that were plays written by local playwrights that concentrated on really important themes. This play, which is Post-Nuptial Agreement, and it was written by a local playwright named Jim Like, and it was inspired by a story of a guy who just passed away of cancer, who did a lot for the arts in this community, named Tony Hummel.
My name is John Churchwell. Kept a good attitude, joked about it, and I play Steve.
So, John, first of all, tell me a little bit about your character.
He's a great dad, a great husband. He tries to solve his issues with humor. Would you want me acting any differently? I wouldn't necessarily call him a control freak, but he likes to have control. And so throughout the show, he is trying to control not only his life, but the lives of those around him.
You deserve better! My name is Amber Fornstead, and I play Barb.
So, Amber, tell me about a little bit about the plot of the play and your character that you're performing.
A small family where the father learns that he has cancer. The reality of it sets in, and you really look at the relationships between father, mother, husband, wife, and then you also add the child into that and how the 3 of them together or separate handle that news.
So how did you find out about the play? And did you know the play before you got cast in it, or was this something that you all of a sudden thought, oh, this is something I'd really be interested in acting in?
An earlier version was looked at as being put on, and then, you know, COVID kind of put a kibosh on things. I actually saw on Facebook that they were going to do it again. What is it like? I felt a connection to the character Barb, and just really was hoping for the chance to be able to continue and be able to tell this beautiful story.
The burning question is, not only do you have your wife in the play playing your wife, but you have your real wife playing your wife in the play, who your wife is your wife and your wife. So tell us about that experience.
My wife and I we met doing theater. I'm suggesting that there may be much better ways to spend the rare evenings we have alone. But this is actually the first time that we've actually been able to play opposite each other. And so a lot of the emotions, a lot of the chemistry that, you know, if you don't know the actor well, can take some time. It came pretty naturally to us, obviously, because we're married.
And since this is such a heavy, you know, subject matter, does any of this, like, you know, do you ever like cross over to like thinking, gee, some of this is kind of like mirroring my thoughts, or maybe what would happen if I really was this character that happened to me, especially when you have your wife acting with you?
There's been so many times when my wife and I have been rehearsing this, and we go, wow, you don't realize how much you were missing. I would say that exact same thing. A lot of these situations and the dialogue are very similar to our relationship anyway. I'm waiting.
I like to think of it as a story today that, you know, dives deep into what somebody does when they find out themselves that they might be passing away, and the control that they lose when they feel like that they're going to be leaving their loved ones.
Interesting premise. Michael, joining us now, enjoying your backyard?
Yeah, it's in the hibernation patio estates.
So this is a true story, based on a true story.
It is, and it's been workshopped several times, so it's gone through different stages, and they were going to produce this, you know, pre-COVID, and they had to put a hold on it, and now they're doing it in that beautiful space. That the Janesville Performing Arts Center is just a gorgeous space, and it was originally a high school, and they refurnished it back to its glory when it was built. And even though it's a really kind of heavy play on this heavy weekend, it's really, really, really good. The acting is superb.
Well, I think a lot of us, after the last year and a half, a lot of us think about our own mortality or mortality of the loved ones around us. Do you think in a way this is something a lot of people can relate to, or will it be therapeutic for the audience?
I'm sure, it could go either way. It could be very therapeutic, and it'd also be kind of triggering for a lot of people around this time. But I think that the way they deal with it, the subject matter, and the way the actors deal with it, I just think it's a really nice piece of contemporary theater, and it's by a local playwright, which is always wonderful to support all of our wonderful local talent that's in our viewing area.
Absolutely, and you're right, it's a great space. It's post-nuptial agreement at Janesville Performing Arts Center tonight and tomorrow at 7:30, Sunday at 2. Tickets at janesvillepac.org. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1,
It's Friday!
We have people popping up all over the place. Hi, Jim.
Hey, how are you guys?
We're doing great. Have a great weekend.
We'll be over to your backyard.
Enjoy the weather.
Yeah, get the grill going. We'll be right over.
Okay.
And we'll have a final check of the forecast, right?
That's right.
Right after this.
Since 1921, Dane County Humane Society has served the community as your local nonprofit animal shelter. You can be a part of our legacy of compassion when you adopt, donate, or volunteer. Learn how at giveshelter.org.
Fur, you won't faze me. Unlike Zyrtec, Allegra won't make me drowsy.
And Allegra starts working 2 times faster than Claritin.
So when allergies attack,
take Allegra before your symptoms take over you. And for congestion relief, find Allegra D at your pharmacy.
For the pets you love, well, you gotta get down to Mounds Pet Food Warehouse, where your dollar goes to help so many pets in town. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse. Power your pets with Mounds brand dog power, perfect cat, and wild bird seed foods. They're nutritionally balanced, guaranteed fresh, and made in the USA. And every 11th bag is free. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse powers them all. And don't forget your free Mounds candy bar.
McGann Furniture in downtown Baraboo should probably be called McGann Furniture and Flooring because we're the area's oldest and most experienced floor covering store. Our friendly staff will explain the many types of flooring available, answer questions, and make suggestions so you can choose what's best for your home and lifestyle. We always offer free in-home measurements and estimates and use the finest installers in the entire area. And remember, at McGann's, we don't inflate prices only to mark them down for a sale. Stop in today and discover the difference. You'll be glad you did. McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo.
Since 1921, Dane County Humane Society has served the community as your local nonprofit animal shelter. You can be a part of our legacy of compassion when you adopt, donate, or volunteer. Learn how at giveshelter.org.
Hi, folks. Saturday on News 3 Now this morning, we're taking a look at the impact of 9/11 20 years later.
Plus, we're getting you ready for Badger Game Day with your game day forecast. Join us Saturday morning at 5 and 8.
Every day, News 3 Now investigates, taking action to discover and report the facts to make sure your voice is heard. That's why News 3 Now investigates.
And welcome back. One final peek of our 10-day forecast. A hot one for tomorrow. Temperatures climbing up to the upper 80s, but it's going to be a short-lived warm-up. Sunday's high 78. That's when we start to reintroduce a few chances of some showers and storms. Right now, Tuesday looks to bring the best chance for some shower and storm action. Otherwise, temperatures pretty close to average, if not a little bit above average. Make sure you stay tuned. We'll have more right after the break.
Your heart is at the heart of everything you do. And if you have heart failure, there's Entresto. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
Here at TSR, we transform old, cracked concrete floors into beautiful, tough floors in just one day. Hi, I'm Joey with TSR Concrete Coatings, and here at TSR, we don't just simply coat over your old concrete. We grind it down, repair it, apply the base coat and chip, and then seal it with our own proprietary sealant that will never chip or peel. All of our coatings are covered by our exclusive lifetime warranty, so you can rest assured that your beautiful new floor will last. Our awesome team is here to answer all of your questions before and after the installation. And right now, we are offering 15% off your new floor coating until the end of the year. Visit the website or call that number below for your new floor today.
TSR, one day floor.
Call 1-800-886-8411.
Discover what's in store at Habitat Restore Dane County. You'll find something new every time you visit to keep your project on budget with low price and high quality home supplies. For one-of-a-kind items, shop Habitat Restore Dane County today.
Home is where the heart is, and Feldco's here to make home even better. Right now, buy one window and you'll get one free, plus no interest for 1 year. That'll keep your home and your family warm, safe, and comfortable all year long. Buy one window, get one free now, and let Feldco get your home ready for fall.
Buy one, get one free, and soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
I tried a laxative that's both gentle and fast.
Great tasting Dalgalax Soft Chews works naturally with the water in your body in as little as 30 minutes. Puts you comfortably in control. Dalgalax Soft Chews.
Louie and Oliver are fired up for a big weekend of football. Bucky's at Camp Randall on Saturday, and the Packers kick off the 2021 season on Sunday.
But work before pleasure, so without further ado, here's this week's edition of the News Hounds.
Here's the News Hounds, Louie and Oliver, with their World News Roundup.
This week on the News Hounds, one talented bird,
one pampered pig,
and a whole lot of monkeys.
But first, a new baby hippo enjoyed a bath in a pool and a fresh meal at Belgrade Zoo. The zoo welcomed the newest member of its hippo herd on August 13th, and the new baby is just now meeting its adoring public. New mother Yulka has been protecting the baby, so zookeepers haven't been able to get close enough to determine its sex. The baby hippo, which weighs about 110 pounds, is yet to be named. For now, it spends its time cuddling with mom and relaxing in the sunshine. Not a bad life.
And now, a whole lot of monkey business. Deprived of their preferred food source, the bananas, peanuts, and other goodies brought in by tourists now kept away by the coronavirus, hungry monkeys on Indonesia's resort island of Bali have taken to raiding villagers' homes in search for something tasty. Villagers say the gray, long-tailed macaques have been venturing out of their sanctuary and hanging out on their roofs, waiting for the right time to swoop down and snatch a snack. Word that this could escalate into an all-out monkey assault on the village. Residents have been taking fruit, peanuts, and other food to the sanctuary to try to placate the primates. So far, it seems to be working.
Move over, Dalmatians. A little baby pig is taking the spotlight at a firehouse in Brooklyn. Penny the pig is 3 months old and was adopted by firefighter Darren Harris. Penny spends much of her time hanging out with her dad and the other firefighters at the station, and she's become somewhat of a local celebrity. People stop by to snap her pictures and feed her snacks. Harris says Penny will likely be about 50 pounds when she's fully grown. Her dad and the other firefighters have changed up their diets as well. They are no longer eating pork around the firehouse.
And finally, listen to this exotic lyrebird at an Australia zoo do an incredible crying baby impression. The zoo shared the video on Twitter, saying the bird named Echo has the amazing ability to replicate all kinds of calls, including bawling babies, which is impressive, even if it does send shivers up your spine.
And that's this week's edition of the News Hounds. Oh, that bird.
I think you'd better end with Penny.
Yeah, I like Penny. I like that people bring her snacks. I want that life.
Thanks for helping out today. Have a great weekend, everybody. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.